Okay. Yes, it's in, they're all in here.
To change the date on our party. Right now the date I have in mind is June 8th, and I just spoke with someone previously, letting me know that there is still availability for that date. I'm just wondering if you guys would approve that change, or if there would be any type of penalty fee or whatnot. If you can just get back to me, like I said, my name is Mary. You can reach out to me. My phone number is 224-875-2099, and hopefully I can get in touch with you. Message discarded. That would.
We'll give everybody just a couple more minutes to get in before we start. Carrie, will you tell them to quit sending me phone calls? Yeah. All right, I've got it on Do Not Disturb now. Okay. Okay, getting a few more.
Hello?
Hi. We're
Hi.
going to get started in just a couple minutes. This is maybe like 3 or 4 after 4, just to make sure people had a chance to get in.
Okay, thank you.
And then we'll get that meeting started.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Probably not, no. Yeah.
That's the last thing we need.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start because I know you guys have other things to do and are going to want to get through this meeting quickly. As with all other Zoom meetings, if you're not the speaker, please mute. At the end, we're going to have lots of time for questions. So if I don't cover everything, I'm going to go through the handbook and our most often asked questions first. And then Jennifer is going to take over and talk specifically about Teen Camp. So that's going to be great. When Jennifer is through, then we'll have questions and answers. And with the question and answer, you can either raise your hand or put it in the chat, or unmute yourself and let us know that you needed to ask something. So, all right. So our camp, all of our camps, our vision is to have camp build confidence, independence, responsibility, community, and awareness of nature. And the way we do this is through our intentional activities that help them make friends, develop social skills and patience, learn water safety, and then get chances to play maybe some group sports that don't happen in our neighborhoods anymore. You don't always get to go out and play capture the flag or kick the can or whatever in your neighborhood anymore. So that's part of what we do. We do have extended time camp, so our regular hours are 9 to 3:30. If you would like to come anywhere from 8:30 on, because I know arrivals take a while, then please do. There is a new arrival map on the website, as well as it was in this email that was sent to you. So please take a look at that, so things go well on Tuesday. But the extended camp time for teen is at the Rotary Building from 6:15 to 8:30 and then 3:30 to 6:15. So if you need that, you can sign up for that anytime. It's always open to anyone who's already registered in camp. All right. So our ratio for teen camp is 1 to 10. We do have friends who have one-on-one aides. So that's what you're going to be looking at. Illness, please don't send them if they're sick. If they've thrown up or have a temperature or have like really, really runny nose, or diarrhea, lovely to talk about, keep them home. And then if they throw up or have that happen at camp, they can't come back for 24 hours until we're sure they're better. Our medication form is now through the EPACT website, which you all got the invitation to that, and I'm sure some of our questions will be about that. There is an app for EPACT that you can download to your phone. That way you can click on the top bar of your EPACT on your family app, which brings up your QR code. So when you click on your QR code, you can just swipe it across our iPads that we're going to have for arrivals, and they'll be automatically signed in the morning. And we'll do the same in the afternoon. If for some reason you don't have your QR code on your phone or whatever, you can still sign with your finger. We do ask that you have anyone who might be picking up in your contacts, because if you have the pictures in the contacts, then we don't need to check the driver's licenses anymore. If we've got the picture in EPACT, that eliminates that process. So that's kind of nice. We also have people that can't pick up now, which is a new feature. So if you've been waiting for that, we do have it now. So your medication form, as you go through EPACT, if you say yes, taking medicine at camp, it'll say that you need to upload the form that we have under files. You would print that, take it to your doctor, have them sign it, and then you can just upload it again or even bring it the first day with the medication. We can't have medication in their backpack, like just given, here, take this to camp, because they might hand it out to somebody. And we can't take baggies. We need the original prescription containers and the sign note. If you want to send aspirin or Benadryl or something, again, it still needs the doctor's signature. So please have them fill out anything you might want to bring at all when you do your medication form in the beginning of the summer. All right. And if any medication isn't picked up by the end of August, then we will dispose of it. And I know it's expensive, so we'll give it back to you the last day. But if you miss us, call me at the office. I'll have it for you until the end of August. All right. So the vaccinations on EPACT, all you're saying on that is that you have them. The only thing that American Camp Association requires is the tetanus date. So if you don't remember their last tetanus shot, try to get that date for us, because that's required by our licensing. So inclusion, I did say we have several friends that have different needs and maybe need a one-on-one. If you know somebody, or if you didn't know we did that, we do need 2 weeks to be able to set up an inclusion aid. So if you could let us know 2 weeks in advance so that we can hire someone to be with you. Concession cards. You can buy a concession card here at the Park District office. You do need to get the first card here. You can get it any day from 8:30 to 5 or Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30 here at the office. But then you can reload it at the beach office or you can reload it here. So you just put on whatever money you want. The lunch deals are $6 a day, and you'll get a notice you take home and you can pick out with your child what they're going to eat. You get to see what they're actually ordering. Send it with the card, and each counselor will keep their card in their binder or whatever. So they'll keep it safe so the child won't be losing their card and won't be running around getting ice cream 20 times in a day. So anyway. Lost and found. If you have lost and found, there is one at the beach, which is the most appropriate for teen camp. So if you ever want to go in and check the lost and found there, that would be great. We do try to get the kids to take things home, but that doesn't always work. Sometimes they don't want to claim it. If they left their underwear in the bathroom, they're never claiming it. So if you want to find things, that's where it would be. Again, if it's not picked up by the end of the August, then we would give it to charity. Okay, a big one. What to bring? They need a sack lunch and drink, or they need a concession card, either one. Fridays, she'll talk about Fridays for teen camp, getting to walk to the restaurants. If you have an allergy, we are trying to avoid any peanut products, period. That eliminates any mishaps with other people who are allergic. So I used to say Nutella, but it's a tree nut, so half the people are allergic to it too. If they like ham or bologna, if you send them with their drink frozen, it keeps the bologna and the mayonnaise good all day. So that's a trick if you don't want to buy an insulated thing. Field trip days, though, they do need a disposable container. They need a backpack to carry all their stuff back and forth. They need a swimsuit and a towel every day because they're at the beach. They need suntan lotion, gym shoes, because anytime they step off the sand, they have to have gym shoes on. If they're going to run and play basketball across the street or baseball, they're going to need tennis shoes. Dress appropriately for the weather. The wind comes off the lake in the morning, so it can be a lot cooler than it is any other time of the day. So if you want to throw a sweatshirt in, have them wear the sweatshirt and then they can take it off if they get warm. Just kind of make sure you're ready for whatever weather's happening. And then a plastic jewel bag or whatever can hold their wetsuit so it doesn't get everything else in their backpack wet. Please don't bring expensive electronic equipment to camp because we can't be responsible for that kind of stuff at camp. And then let's see. I'll let you do the schedule. Let's see, accidents and incidents. If they have just a scrape or a normal Band-Aid type situation, we won't call you about that, but we will let you know at pickup if they've got something that we had to do the Band-Aid log for. If they have head, neck, or back, we are calling you immediately. Eyes, that kind of thing. If anything more serious happens, of course, we're calling you right away. If there were ever a need for them to go to the hospital and you cannot make it to us in time to get in the ambulance, our staff, one of our staff goes in the ambulance with them to the hospital and waits for you to arrive. I don't think teen camps had that in years. So knock on wood, that's a good one. Drop off and pick up, go by that map that we have posted. And Jennifer will go more into that. Let's see, last but not least on my agenda, I know I'm going very fast, but hopefully, oh, no, I have 3. I'm almost there. Behavioral policy. So we first talk to the child, of course, try timeout. We talk to the parents if it's ongoing. If after all of that, it keeps going and it's disrupting everything or not appropriate, then we would do a write-up. If there's anything violent or harmful to your own camper, we would write that up immediately if it's serious. And if it's really serious, we do have the option to say can't be at camp. But I don't remember us ever doing that. We do all our best to make sure that everyone's having a good camp experience. But if your camp experience is infringing on everyone else's camp experience, that's when we need to do the discipline policy. So if we would have, after the third write-up, there's a suspension, then we would have a parent meeting and talk about what we can do from here. If the phone calls, if we haven't been able to share enough things that are helpful, then we would do it at that point so that we don't get the fourth one where then they're removed from camp. So the only other thing that I wanted to mention is parents' behavior. If you're getting out of the car to talk to someone, please make sure you park and walk in or make an appointment, and make sure that you're watching your language in front of the kids as well, because they're seeing these adults talk, so hopefully it'll be cordial. And then you always, if you feel like Brad and Dawn and Jennifer have not been able to solve your dilemma, you can call me right away. I'm Sam Thompson. I'm here in the office. If I'm not in the office, I'm probably on your trip. So then I'll be back shortly. So please, talk to all of us if you're upset. We'd much rather know your concerns and be able to rectify them without it being inappropriate for the campers. Custodial issues. We cannot get in the middle of who picks up or visitation or any of that kind of stuff. That has to be worked out ahead of time. So please let us know if you have a restraining order. You would upload that in ePact on your files, and nobody sees that except for your camp director and the counselor who may need it. But again, we can't try to enforce that kind of thing. And then severe weather. We have a ThorGuard lightning prediction system at Main Beach. So if lightning is within, I think it's like 3 miles, the alarm will go off. We will all go inside, and we have to stay inside until we get the whistle blown that it's okay to go back out. So if you ever come and we're all inside and it's been raining, and sometimes it's not even raining yet when the lightning guard goes off, then, please look for us inside if it's checkout time. And then there's one other wonderful part of ePact that I want to tell you about. I'm not going to do rain outline anymore. If I need to tell you it's a rain day, or we're stuck inside because of the lightning, then I'm going to simultaneously send it to you via text, voicemail, and email, letting you know what's happening. Same thing with a late bus. So you will get the message much more efficiently than in past years. And that's all for me. So I will beg out and let Jennifer take over. And I hope you're writing questions that I didn't cover.
My name is Jennifer Seasonoff and Don, who are also on the Zoom. Are the assistant directors. Okay. I don't know if they can hear me. Let me try sharing my screen and then you guys see.
I'm gonna get off.
Oh. Sam, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're a little echoey. I was wondering if maybe Brad is he near enough to come help? He's our technical genius.
Yeah. Well, Also, Sam, can you um, enable screen sharing? Because I'm gonna try to share my screen because I made a slideshow. And it says that the host disabled screen sharing. So okay, we can see your screen, Sam, but can you do it in your settings where the
Sorry, guys, for the inconvenience. You are our first test subjects and we're learning right now. I'm not sure why it's not sharing for. Anybody know how to do this? Brad, can you come up and help us? Okay, thank you. In the meantime, does anybody want to tell a camp story from past years to keep you guys entertained? Just unmute and tell us a story. Anyone? I know I see some familiar names out there. Can you send it to Carrie and Carrie can send it over? Or, okay. Do you know how to? I'll mute myself again.
Sam, are you seeing my screen? It says I'm screen sharing. Is mine working?
Yeah, we saw it on Sam's.
Okay.
So no, I don't have any internet at all. But I think that's gonna bring my phone.
But now it's loading.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can exit out of this. You can. Here, I'll let you jump in.
Okay. We'll just finish. Okay. Can everybody hear? Sam, can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear us?
I think she's frozen.
Oh, wait, no, she's talking. Okay. I'm gonna start then. Well, like I said before, I'm Jennifer Seasonup and I'm the director of Teen Camp. And then we have Dawn and Brad who are here too. You probably saw them earlier, who are the assistant directors. And we're just gonna go through our slideshow about some things that are more specific to Teen Camp. So, the first thing, oh, you're connecting. I don't know. 1 second. Are you on my? Okay. I don't know. Maybe, oh. Okay, so drop off will be every day at Main Beach, starting at 8:30. You can drop off your child, and then pickup will also be at Main Beach every single day, which starts at 3:15. We'll stay outside. The counselors will stay outside checking the kids in until about 9 every day, but they can start getting dropped off at 8:30 in the morning. If you live close enough for your child to bike or walk to camp, to the beach, then that's fine, but there's just a form that needs to be filled out, which we can give you if that's an option for you. And like Sam was saying before, there's something new this year. It's a digital sign in and sign out on something called ePact. So if you haven't already registered on that, it's super important that you do, because that's how you'll sign in your child and sign them out every single day. So Sam was saying there's a whole QR code that you can just scan and it should go more smoothly. But if you don't have the QR code, there is the option to sign with your finger. But it's really important that you get all situated in that app. And there's been emails that have been sent out to you that have reminded you if you have not signed up for it yet. So please make sure you do that as soon as possible. And also, if you've been by the beach lately, you've seen all of the construction that's going on. So we're going to try to have our best to have everything run smoothly, because there's going to be 4 different camps getting dropped off there every single day. But bear with us if in the beginning it's a little slow, but it's because of all that construction going on. So there's only going to be one way for you to enter into the parking lot. Okay. Our daily schedule for teen camp, this is different than other camps. The teen campers have a lot of freedom throughout the day. So there's not a scheduled time that they have to do different activities. So they can swim at any time. They can go play basketball, baseball, go to the playground, go on a boat, fish, anything at any time of the day that they would like to. There just always has to be a counselor in the area that they are choosing to spend their time. So another thing to note about teen camp is there's no swim lessons, which is a huge change from other camps. Instead, at the beginning of the summer or beginning of their session, the kids will do a swim test, and a lifeguard will be with them to see how far that they can go out in the lake. And they can always retake the test if they want to get to the next level, but that's different. There's no daily swim lessons. They can just swim when they want to. We have a board where they move their names with a name tag, and it's so important that they move their names because that tells all the counselors where the kids are, and it tells us where if there's a ton of kids at the playground, we'll have multiple counselors there. But we need to make sure the kids are moving their names because we need to know where they are at all times. And every single day, since there is so much freedom throughout the day, we do a daily group game or a group craft at the same time together as a whole camp every day, because that's the 1 hour of the day where they're required to all be in the same area. So we still have that as a routine for teen camp. Okay, some rules. Obviously the first priority is that all the campers are safe at all times. And it's also super important that the kids in teen camp are good examples for the younger kids, because they do look up to them and the other kids know that they're the oldest campers. So if they're doing something that's not appropriate behavior, the younger kids can think it's okay for them to do that. So we always tell them, be good examples, make sure you're doing the right thing, you're following all the safety rules, because we want to show the other kids that they need to do that too. Another big thing is cell phones. We know that a lot of the kids in teen camp do have a cell phone, but they are not allowed to have them outside with them at all during the camp day. They can, if they go in for a little water break or to eat lunch, to get their lunchbox or anything, they can check their phones, but we're not going to allow them to be on their phones outside at all, because that's not the point of camp. The point of camp is to do fun outdoor activities. So we're not going to be sitting on our phones all day. No inappropriate language. That's a huge one that we are big sticklers on. Another thing is crossing the street. You know, it's tempting to run across the street when there's no cars coming, but we need a counselor with the campers at all times, and they need to wait for the sign to say walk before that they can cross the street. No sharing money is a big thing in teen camp as well, because we have so many opportunities for them to spend money at field trips, the concessions, walking to lunch, which we'll talk about, but we're not allowed to share money at all, because that can just get messy, and then people will owe people money back. And obviously the parents probably don't want their child to spend money on other people. For boats, they need a counselor to always sign them out on a boat if they ever want to go on one. And they're not allowed to get up and change seats or jump off the boats in the water. Boats are just to stay sitting on. And campers are also responsible for their own belongings. We have cubbies for the kids to put their stuff in, but at the end of each session, and especially at the end of the summer, there's so many things that are left at the end. So just make sure you tell your child to take home everything that they bring with them to camp. All right. Walking to lunch and field trips. So every single Friday, we're lucky that we get the opportunity to walk out to lunch, and this is optional, but the kids can choose to either go to Tommy's or Taco Bell, and then we go to the Freeze afterwards. If they do this, they need to bring their own money, and they can, if they want what some of the kids do, they still bring their own lunch, but they still walk with the rest of the kids. It's totally up to you or your child what they want to do, but it's a fun opportunity that we can do once a week. So that's something exciting. And we also have field trips once a week, which are mostly on Tuesdays. There's a couple throughout the summer that are on a different day, but we'll send the communication as that gets closer. And for field trip days, we ask that by the latest they're dropped off by 8:45, because we need to make sure the buses leave on time for us to get to the field trip on time. And there's a couple field trips that we get back later than the normal camp time. So we go to Six Flags, we go to a baseball game this summer, and our pickup won't be until later in the evening. So we'll also send communication about those fun trips as well when they get closer. All right, communication. I already talked about EPACT, but that is really so important. That's how we'll send all of the announcements. If there's something like
Late bus.
yeah, like a late bus coming back from a field trip, all the little things that are just easy to get out in one communication. We'll do that all on EPACT. So if you're not signed up for that, then you won't see the communication. So that is so important. There's also weekly newsletters that are emailed to you that you can see what's on the agenda for teen camp that week. Oh, yes, and sometimes the newsletters, we change that they're different than what's on the calendar right now, so those are important for you to read as well. We have a teen camp phone and a phone number that we will let you know by the first day of camp, and that can be, well, what the next point is. We call you every day if your child doesn't come to camp. So if you know they're missing a day or if they're sick or anything, we ask that you just call the teen camp phone number. So, or yeah, or you can text it so we can just see. So then we're not wasting your time and calling you later. And I think, yeah, that's all that we have in here, but we're so excited. It's going to be such a fun summer. And now we'll open up the floor for any questions. If there are any. Or yeah, oh, there's the chat. Let me see. Oh, good. Oh, they have not received any emails from EPACT.
Sam, do you want to answer that one? I don't know if I'm muted.
They go out every day they were sent out 2 weeks ago, and then they go out every day, reminders saying, please do it. So if not, give me a call or give Carrie Brummett a call, and we'll go into EPACT and see if it shows that you were invited. Do check your spam though. I have had a couple parents who the EPACT invite, because it comes straight from them, did end up in their spam. So we don't send those, the company does, but they send them as registration happens 4 times a day. And then once they've sent the first one, they send it every day until camp starts. So give me a call or an email and let me know specifically yours if you don't find it in spam, and then we'll search down what's happening there. So.
Ooh, picking up a camper early. Just letting us know.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Here, I'll just jump in
Yeah.
here. Sorry, this one's working better.
Mhm.
Please feel free to text our teen camp number at any time. And that's our easiest way to communicate. So if you need to pick up someone, either text that or call it, and one of the 3 of us will answer, or a counselor. And all we ask is that you walk across to our teen camp room, so then you can sign out with your counselor. But any day that you need to pick up is completely fine early. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's true too. If you know when you drop off, you can just let your counselor know, and we'll make sure to make a note and have them ready at that time too. Yep, it looks like we have less than 1 minute, Sam. I don't know if there's anything else you want to end on.
Okay. Well, if there are any very specific questions that you want to call me about or email me, you're welcome to do that. My email is sthompson@crystallalakeparks.org. And then Jennifer's is J Sizen. You want to spell it for him? You could also
Yeah.
email Jennifer.
Yeah, it's J Seasonop, SIESENNOP. Here, I'll just type it in the chat.
Okay, that's perfect. So either one of us could then
Perfect.
answer your specific questions or concerns that you have. And I really appreciate you guys coming to this and helping us learn how to do this Zoom with you guys. And I hope that the
Yes, sorry for the
information was
delay.
beneficial. So